Okay, quick demonstration of how to arm and disarm your motorhome security system. Just there is your driver recognition card. So the aftermarket alarm will arm with the factory remote control, so every time you lock the vehicle the alarm's armed. When you unlock the vehicle, our system needs to see the wireless signal from this little card. If it doesn't see the card, it won't switch the system off. So that card needs to stay with you when you're in and out the vehicle. And the idea of having the card separate from your key is that if somebody steals your key, they still can't turn your alarm off, still can't start your vehicle. So just to show, on the dashboard here we've got our status LED, which tells us what the system's doing. So if we press the lock button, there you see the LED comes on. It's for about 20 seconds or so. While it's on, this is the pre-armed state, so it's just making sure it's happy with the status of the vehicle. If we get any issues, it needs to be make you aware of. It will start beeping at you. Providing all's okay, after 20 seconds, that LED will start flashing. There we go, like so. Now that's telling the system's fully armed. I'm keeping very still because up on the dashboard we have got ultrasonic interior movement sensors just up in the corner above the air vent there, so that's picking up interior movement. I don't want to trigger the alarm via interior movement. What I want to do is show you how to disarm the system in an emergency should you lose your card. So you typically come back to your vehicle, you'd press your unlock button on your remote control. If your card was with you and switched on, our alarm and immobiliser would switch off. As the card's not present, because I've turned it off for demonstration purposes, the LED now flashes fast to tell us it's looking for the card. So it will do that for 20 seconds. If it doesn't see the card within 20 seconds, it will trigger the alarm. So I'll try to start the vehicle now. Ignition on, hold over to crank, no crank. Okay, so the vehicle won't crank, and what I'll do is show you how to disarm it using the emergency code. Obviously, once it's not seen the card for 20 seconds, it is going to trigger the alarm. So I will then put your code in. Each system comes with its own unique code. So I'm going to enter the code 3131 in this system. So we'll wait for the alarm to trigger. There we go. So simple. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2, 3. 1. System disarmed. There we go. So the LED has given us a flash code trigger now. The alarm's disarmed, but the LED has given us a code of 2 to say the alarm was triggered by the interior movement sensor. So if I turn the ignition on now, that will clear that code. Now we can start the vehicle. Engine running. Okay. Now the card, it's got a little button on it, so we can turn it on and off if need be. Typically you'd leave it on all the time. Batteries last for about 18 months or so. To turn the card on, it's a simple push, and then you'll see every few seconds the little light flashes to show us that it's transmitting a code. Difficult to see in the daylight, it's a very, very dim LED, but this is a close proximity card, so it needs to be in close proximity to the vehicle when you unlock the vehicle. There you go, you see the little light flashing away there. Now to turn the card off, slightly different. Push and hold, it's about 8 seconds, but typically until that LED goes off. So hold the button down until the LED goes off. There we go. Now we'll see that's not flashing because I've turned the card off. As I say, typically you'd leave the card on. Batteries last about 18 months or so. Easy to change them if need be. Split the card apart, a 2032 cell battery, and then the system arms and disarms as normal. You can see the card on. So now we'll arm the system. Okay, and then we'll disarm it as the card's present. It should disarm the alarm straight away. There we go, system disarmed. So that's how to disarm your system in an emergency should you lose your driver recognition card. Of course, if the vehicle does go missing, you can track it on your with the Autosparx track on your smartphone, or log in via autosparx.co.uk and click the Track My Vehicle tab. But yeah, that's it. Apart from that, any questions, feel free to give us a call.